legend, the McCracken's Eggs Alive in Italy. The most exciting live performances in their 27-year history. 16 classic bubble punk anthems. One hot summer night in Italy. Bill, Spot, and AC, the McCracken's Eggs Alive in Italy. Hard-boiled to the core, 3 chords and never more. Get cracking with the McCracken's Eggs Alive in Italy. Limited pressing of 300 gramophone records, 7 different colorways. Available from Mom's Cellar Dwellers, Mom's Basement Records USA, Monster Zero Records Austria, Punk Rock Raduno Records Italy, Council Pop Records United Kingdom, Endless Detention Records Australia, and directly from the band.
Live Punk Rock Raduno on Twitch on Tuesday night for the first time. And a little experiment. You just saw the beautiful advertisement for the McCracken's live LP. The pre-sale opened yesterday and at 6 o'clock CEST time. And we made a beautiful live stream with Phil McCracken's and Luca from Badman Records and Punk Rock Raduno. And guess what? We sold all our copies during the live stream. It was a magic moment. So what happened? The McCracken's released a live LP from their appearance at Punk Rock Raduno 4. And it's a beautiful record. It's a sort of best-of the band, of this beautiful Canadian pop-punk band. They exist since 27 years, I guess. And they just released it. It's co-released by 7 labels and by the band itself, 7 different versions. And we were lucky enough to be part of it. And we had the Tears Fall Down edition, which was a sort of a splatter yellow edition. And we sold them all. So we are really happy. We want to say thank you so much, also from Luca. Luca is not here tonight, unfortunately. But yes, we felt really lucky. And if you missed out on the McCracken's live LP at Punk Rock Raduno, you can still get your copies from the band, mccrackens.com, or from the other labels. Not only got released on LP, but it also got released on CD and on cassette and even on 8-track. So if you check the Instagram page of Punk Rock Raduno, Facebook page, there are all the links to pre-order the record. And Luca just wrote me that if you pre-order the records will be shipped tomorrow. So it's probably you will get it sooner. And we already have people. Hello. How are you guys? Thank you so much for being here. This is a special episode because we're gonna talk about Punk Rock Raduno. Guess what? And we're gonna have some people that you never saw in this channel, but you probably saw if you came to Punk Rock Raduno in the first one. That is probably gonna be as shy as Luca, talking in English. We're gonna introduce to you soon. But first, I just want to say that Punk Rock Raduno 5 is postponed to the next year, just like every other festival, from the last 2 years. They keep postponing, but we didn't want to leave you alone, and we didn't want to leave ourselves alone, so we made the second Worst Raduno, which is gonna happen on the 16th, 17th, 18th of July in Bergamo, Italy. And guess what? You're even able to come to Italy without having to be in lockdown or in quarantine. And you can travel to Italy. You can book your accommodation in Bergamo and come to Second Worst Raduno. We promise you, it's gonna be a little bit better. No, actually a lot better than last year, the Worst Raduno ever, which was actually pretty good. We already announced 2 bands, which is Judah from Italy, Rome Pride of rock and roll, and also the reunion of the Apers, which never broke up, but still, they broke up every 1st of April. So it's, I guess it's considered reunion show probably. And yeah, and soon we are gonna publish the event and announce new bands and announce a guest. And now I'm really happy because I can finally introduce you one of the real machines that make Punk Rock Raduno happen. He never really actually got interviewed, but he's a fantastic guy. He also ran a beautiful website and fanzine called Ramon's World, and it's one of the best outlets to know about the Ramones. And so, ladies and gentlemen, a big applause, internet applause, Twitch applause for Martino Pasina.
Hey, ciao. Hello, everybody.
Hey, Martino, don't feel shy like Luca about talking in English with me.
No,
Don't worry.
I just want to say something. I'm sorry for my poor English, and I'm sorry for my poor setting because it's not colored and funny like yours.
Don't
Setting.
worry. You're fine.
Sorry.
You're fine. I was expecting a lot of Ramones posters because you published not one, but two books on Ramones posters, and you even showed them your collection on the first Punk Rock Raduno events. I guess there was always an exhibition of Ramones World with Ramones memorabilia and posters, and it's really impressive. So you guys want to check out Ramones World because if you like the Ramones, you will be very
Of course.
satisfied. So we have Pulce Luca saying like, "Hi Franz, I am making all the packages to send them tomorrow." Fantastic. So
Good
if you
job.
pre-order the LP, yes, exactly. You never know with the post these days, but they should be there soon. I even want mine. I mean, I didn't got mine, so I hope Luca kept me one for just got Judas 7-inch collection after the recent chat here. Oh, thank you so much, Depla. Oh yeah, we interviewed Judah, and it's 3 weeks now that we are doing this live stream on Twitch. The reason why we are doing this is to keep ourselves company, to keep Martino company, because Martino has been stuck at home for some time, and he was really happy to watch all the live streams, and also to interview the bands that are going to appear in the next Punk Rock Raduno and all friends. And if you want to see the interview with Judah, you can now find it on our YouTube channel. So you go to YouTube, look for Punk Rock Raduno, and you can find the interview with Judah, where they also present the 7-inch collection box set. And thank you so much, Depla, that you reminded me about that, because I have to get that as well. So people is happy to see Martino. Pulce says that your English is better than his one. And we can also say that during the live stream of the last time, iBuy Records won the flag that the McRackins were nice enough to send us some flags, promotional flags, and some sleep mat. And
Lucky guy.
Exactly. Oh, you see here, Martino is already more popular than anyone here. Martino is the king.
Not true.
Oh, the Depla says that the Judah box sets are almost over, so you should act quickly. Yes, beautiful band. I'm really happy. We are really happy to have them at the Punk Rock Raduno. And if you met Martino, it's probably because you dealt with all the merchandise and all the tables with distros and stuff, because he's the one putting everything together, really. He's the force. He's the muscle of the Punk Rock Raduno. So can we expect some distros and some merchandise this year as well?
Yeah, I think so, because me and you talked about it, and we decided to have a lot of merch as possible,
Yeah.
for the COVID. And maybe in the next days, we will put out the advertise to enjoy the Raduno.
Yeah, we're gonna make a call for all the distros that want to join. Of course, there would be no Raduno if we didn't gather together, radunare all the different distros and labels that want to appear there and sell their records and just show their stuff. So that's a really important part of the festival for us, and that's what it makes it special. I think it's really cool, don't you think, Martino, when you go to a venue or to a squat or stuff like that, and you can actually find, a little record stand, or, I actually buy a lot of stuff there. So I'm really happy when I find like a place or a festival where I can buy records.
If I have money, me too. I think the guys stay at home for a long time in the past year, and I think they have a lot of money to spend to the next edition of Raduno.
It's true.
So
it's true. I actually
we have to organize a lot of merch table and
it's true.
stand.
It's true. It's true. And there is Andrea connected and watching
Andrea.
us. And also we are going to have another guest soon. And if you have, of course, questions for Martino, this is your chance. This is your chance to ask this beautiful guy anything. You can ask him about basically sports, but in particular Ramones. And do the books are still on print? Do the people can order the books from Ramones work?
Yes. We have a bunch of books. We have still a bunch of books. If someone is interested in Ramones and poster, and they can contact me to buy the book.
Perfect, beautiful, and you should be. So Martino is here for a reason, because he's going to help us show the beautiful heart of the genius behind Punk Rock Raduno, the guy that, maybe we are the muscle, we are the people that try to think about the idea, but then there is like this guy that makes everything look better, that attract people with this beautiful magic that he creates. And he's an artist, he's a professor, he's a punk rocker, he's a really passionate guy. So it's finally time to show you the man behind the art of Punk Rock Raduno, Professor Paolo Proserpio.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Paolo. How are you?
I am the artist Paolo Proserpio. Nice to see
Ciao,
you.
Paolo.
Hi, Paolo. Nice to meet you.
I think the lockdown, I saw a lot of people that changed during the lockdown and got worse and more, stressed. But you actually look better than ever.
Yes, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm fine, but thank you for asking.
Where are you now, Paolo? What are you creating?
I'm in my office, in my studio. As you see, there is a lot of computer stuff. Let me show you. There is computer. See this computer with the strange thing over it in order to add the...
It's one of the new ones. It's one of the new ones.
One of the new ones, yes. Then I have lots of records. Then I have... what else? I have like artist stuff. See this eye. Then I have this whale. There is actually a bottle opener. Then yes, I have this. I have this is a dog, puppet dog.
Perfect.
Then I have a beer, but it's empty. And I have, let me see. I don't know what this is. I don't know. It's a naked woman on the top of a stick.
Okay.
And then, see, I'm an artist. What can I do?
No, I was wondering what you were creating right now. If your brain is keep working on new stuff or new ideas, what came to your mind now?
Yes, okay. In my mind now, I just finished doing the greatest rock and roll swindle, and I created a band. I had them win X Factor, I had them win Sanremo, and I had them win Eurovision, playing rock music. So this is all my creation, if you know what I'm talking about.
That's beautiful. In 2021, I mean,
yeah, it's a real rock band. The ones with the, with the hands like this. Not
do they take drugs too?
No, they don't take drugs. They were actually that thing is fake. He was actually, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening to the computer. He was actually painting a Warhammer minifigure. He wasn't.
Oh, yes.
That's why he was so, he was so focused.
Are you happy that they won? Are you happy that they won Eurovision?
Well, of course, they are my creature. I invented them. I am the artist Paolo Proserpio, and I invented this band that I cannot tell the name about because for copyright.
Hello, bro.
Who are you?
I am the artist Paolo Proserpio. Who are you?
Find the difference.
No, okay. I am the artist formerly known as Paolo Proserpio. Like, the same thing. I am the artist.
You're the bass player of Maneskin. Now we found you. Look at this.
No, I am the keyboard player. So no,
this is where we saw you. You won Eurovision.
Yes, I was in. I was in Desiovision. So no, actually, he is the real artist, Paolo Proserpio. I am just a small token in the game of life.
He's a stuntman.
No, sorry. I think no one. Yes, Desiovision. I think no one knows who I am. I am Aurora Borealo. I am a performer, and I think, the best stage diver in Italy. And this no one can argue about. So that said, I'm going to do a mic drop, and I'm going to leave you because I have to make a very important phone call. Thank you, artist.
Good luck. Good luck with your important call.
Thank you.
And I will see you soon at Edonè.
Bye.
This was Aurora Borealo, one of the creations maybe of Paolo Proserpio, and he's going to actually play on the inauguration of Edonè summer season next week. So Aurora is a really multi-faced, multi-instrumentalist performer. He also made a really cool punk record, and we are gonna link it in the description here. And here is Paolo, the real, the only man, Paolo Proserpio. Hello, Paolo. How are you?
Ciao, bene. I'm super fine. What about you?
I'm good. I was wondering, do Aurora Borealo sleep in your closet or something like that?
Sometimes it depends. I don't know how to say in English, but my girlfriend Paula,
yes.
At the beginning, she was a little bit afraid that I had, let's say, a plan B with Aurora Borealo, like a sort of, in Italy we say amante, or
yes.
a second fiancé. But now
a second fiancé, a lover, yes, a love affair.
A love affair.
Did you ever consider the fact that in English they call it a lover just without judgment? It's just a lover. We have a word to say, like, it's a sort of bad word to say, like the second lover. I never thought about this until you mentioned it. No,
I never thought about it as well. But even if in Italy we say amante, I don't know the exactly meaning of that. But amante, it means something that is related with love as well. So it doesn't have, I think, a bad meaning as well.
You're right. You're totally right. So we have another guest tonight because, Paolo is such an important artist that, I cannot handle it alone. So I had to call like Martino to help me out, and I had to call also an expert on merchandise, because Paolo not only creates the art of Punk Rock Raduno, but he also creates a lot of merchandise and different ideas. So as Paolo is a professor of IED, the institution, the Institute International of Design of Milan, we had to call another professor, and the professor of merchandise from Italy is the really famous Canthc.
Hi, everybody. Nice to be here. It's a pleasure.
And now we are complete.
Martino. Ciao, Paolo.
Oh,
So for those who don't know, Andrea is the most famous punk streamer on Twitch, and he just finished a really long live stream. So thank you so much for joining us. And
It's been a pleasure for Punk Raduno being here. I have a big live tonight with CCM, old school hardcore band from Pisa. And now I'm really happy, and not as a streamer, but as a collector. And wow, it's really, really nice to be here as a collector. So I'm really happy to be here. And to see Paolo and Franz very often, and Martino, a long time I don't see him, and it's been a pleasure, even because we did a series on my YouTube channel with Ramon's World. We did 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Then we forced to stop the buy because I moved to Japan for a while, and then COVID stuff. But it will be a pleasure to start again this amazing series.
Beautiful. And it's also the first time ever on Twitch that 4 Italians speak to each other in English, in my opinion.
Yes,
It's never happened before, probably.
I really guess so.
Let's talk in Italian.
No.
No. There are actually, you see why? Because there is beautiful people like Atina that, follow from, the US. And thank you so much for the English, she says. So, yeah, we have to keep going like this. And then, people is going to rewatch this on Twitch. He's going to rewatch it on YouTube. Actually, tomorrow even, we are going to republish the beautiful Dr. Frank and the modest interview that we made of him. He also played 2 songs. And those were really emotional because he played one of my favorite MTX songs, I Don't Need You. And also a song dedicated to our common friend Beppe, which is I Believe in You. And those were really, really good performances. So tomorrow on YouTube. Paolo, so we have a lot of things to show. We have to, let's do this. You created a lot of things for Punk Rock Raduno, but this episode, we don't want to see them all. We want to see the top 5. We want to see your top 5 favorite Punk Rock Raduno moments or gadgets or creations. And so now, I didn't told you this in advance. So you have to be fast and think about which ones are going to be, your selected ones. And then Martino has to reply with a memory about those. And also I want a, review from the expert, which is Andrea. So
I have a question for Paolo.
Go on.
When you starting to make an item for a festival, is a switch then you do it for a band? You are doing a t-shirt for a festival, you have to communicate something different than if you do a t-shirt for a band. What's changed in your perspective doing this?
I think that it's totally different because when you are talking about a band, let's say that the themes are really specific because there are some subjects that are really that stuff. For example, if you think about a band about the Ramones or so on, they are 4 people, they play that kind of music, they were in some stuff, they did some record covers. So if you want to design something that is connected with the band that usually is most appreciated by the fans, I think it's kind of easy because the themes are already, let's say, there. For a festival, it's easier as well because you have more opportunities because you are talking about a lot of bands, a lot of people that are connected to the same festival. So you are talking about more themes to place together. So it's totally I think totally different. Even if I love both them exactly the same, because for me it doesn't. What I always say is that for me, I love all the clients, my clients, because it's like having different girlfriends. Because there are some girlfriends that are really stressful. There are girlfriends that are really in love. There are girlfriends that are really super shy. There are girlfriends like Aurora Borealo that are really, I don't want to say stressful, but kind of. But let's say I love them all. And but I want to start with the collectible stuff that probably, I don't know if you can't, that you are a super amazing collector, you have it. Because at 2-3 years ago, I did this.
Yes,
Wow.
yes, this is really rare. This is really rare. This is where
It's a Dr. Frank beer, like a
Yes.
ripoff of Birra Moretti with Frank, Dr. Frank. Wow.
Yes. Because when he decided to join the Punk Rock Raduno, me and one of my best friend, Beppe Camisasca, that probably is one of the best Mr. T experience fan in the world.
Yes.
We were invited to Radio Onda d'Urto to make some interviews about me for the design part. Beppe as a super huge fan of Mr. T experience, and I decided to design. I can't remember, it was 30 or 50 beers customized with this weird etiquette. And if you have the opportunity to re-see the Dr. Frank live, on the top left corner, there is exactly the same little frame that you have in your hand. That is the framed labels that I did for the beer. So
Here it is.
And then there is another story that is not related to gadgets, but I can't find the copy of the Corriere della Sera of that time, because has been so amazing, because you know that Dr. Frank is a writer, and he always asks to their fans to take a photo with the book. And me, Beppe, and Marta and GP, that are close friends to us, we decided to take a photo on my sofa, and we were all wearing a mask. So 4 people masked, reading the Dr. Frank book, and we send it to Dr. Frank. The writer that were making the article about the Punk Rock Raduno and Mr. T experience on the Corriere della Sera, they picked, I think totally randomly, exactly my photo, and they published on Corriere della Sera saying that we are the Mr. T experience, and I am Dr. Frank. So I think that this is the next step of being a fan, because you are the band.
Yes, exactly. It went full circle. So basically, this huge Italian newspaper made a big article about, the second Punk Rock Raduno, and said like the father of Green Day, and then they published the wrong photo, which was the photo of you guys, the fans, and they even wrote something like from left to right, Frank Portman, etc., etc., etc. I mean, I called the newspaper the day after, and it's like, what you guys are doing? And they even pretended they were white. No, you don't know about this.
And the Corriere della Sera is the bestseller newspaper in Italy. So
Yes,
a lot of people.
The pages on Lombardy, they are not really well done, if I can say, because that was Corriere della Sera has a sort of pages for every region, at least here in Lombardy. So that was the version that you could get here in this region, but not in your. And that is also why that could never happen in a in the actually biggest magazine newspaper and most historical one in Italy, I guess. But it happened anyway. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, the Birra Franchetti, the Franchetti beer.
Yeah.
I didn't understood what she means, but let's see here.
Wow.
I work for the Como version, and we were inventing news every summer. Perfect.
And which bottle did you use, Paolo, for the bottle?
Of course, Birra Moretti.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect.
which is one of our favorite beer, which used to be also punk beer, right? Because of Home Alone, they did a single 7-inch on with the mascot of Birra Moretti, the pre-retarded band, and the band that came before Retarded and was called Home Alone, and their first 7-inch was My Girlfriend is a Moretti, a beer of 66 centiliters, historical, like a 7-inch. So in some way, in our hearts, is a punk beer. And I understood now what Athena means, which means like then maybe one day I will be turned into France. I hope for you not. You will not turn into your,
How many bottles you did, Paolo?
30 or 50. I can't remember exactly how did. Probably more than 30.
Okay.
Beautiful.
And then I have already the second one. That is the first fanzine from the Punk Rock Raduno. That I think that every single job has always a weird story. And I don't know if you, Frank, knows that, because when I have started, when you asked me why don't we do a fanzine, what I thought is why don't we do something that people that is not in love with punk rock want to buy it because it's interesting, and probably because of that can in love with the punk rock things. And so I've started designing this, but as we are always in a rush, so to match the deadline, because there is a deadline to match, that is the first day of the Punk Rock Raduno. So what I did is my father was kind of closing his activities, that is a plumber. So he's taking care of air conditioning systems and so on. So except from the cover that has been printed by, let's say, a professional printer close to Milan, all the rest has been printed in my father's office. So I broke for 3 times the photocopy machine.
Actually, I remember that because I guess Miguel Bazetta, and we say hi to him, he took care of doing the fanzine, because basically the fanzine group of people, the team that made the fanzine is different than they were. There he is. It's different than the one booking the festival, because basically people writing the fanzine is all volunteers separated from the Punk Rock Raduno, and there is some people like Miguel and Paolo that are in both teams. And I actually remember that I had nothing to do with fanzine, and when I found it in my hands, I could not believe it. I mean, honestly, I'm not saying it because it's the fanzine of our festival, but has nothing to do with me. It's probably one of the best fanzines and the best looking fanzines I ever saw. And can we show what was inside the fanzine, how it was made? And
yes, first, if you touch on the top, you can feel that there is sorry, but my dog is not crying, but it wants to have his game.
Hello.
Ciao.
Oh yes, beautiful.
Sorry.
No. More than welcome.
So if you touch on the cover, you can start feeling that you have a sticker on the top, a fluorescent sticker. And now I can say that I am the guy on the cover. So I am wearing the leather jacket that has been one of the prize of the
of course, the Punk Rock Raduno. Yeah.
The lottery that has been done every year take place.
Yeah. The one that is on the wall of John Profit from Mom's Basement, because he won that one.
Ah, cool.
You won the Perfecto. Yeah.
Then when you open it, as you can see, there is a double side cover with all the posters that gently has been given to me by Martino and il signor Marco, Mr. Marco, that is the other guy from Ramon's world. Because for me, when I started doing this, it was never enough. So at the beginning, you have a small comics from Irene Palladini that as you can see, is on a yellow paper. And then, of course, you start with interviews, photos, and so on, till when you arrive in the middle of the fanzine, where you have $1 that hide the title of this small comic that the amazing Dario Maggiore has designed, printed on a different paper, on a light pink paper. And then so on, you go till the very end, and inside of the last page of the fanzine, you have an A3 poster of the Ramones, gently given to me by Martino. And as was not enough yet, we have, I don't know if it was 6 different posters or 5 posters, and then
Yes.
of course 6, giusto?
Yeah.
I
have all of them.
Bravo.
Wow.
Oh, wait. I go slow, Martino. Show them. Show the poster. So depending of which fanzine you got, you will get like a different poster. So random.
Bello.
And this was selected from the Ramones World collection, historical
Academy?
Ramones posters.
Ah, bellissimo.
Sorry.
Oh, this one is my favorite.
Philip Fiba.
With Lit Fiba in Italy.
UK subs, here in Belgique. Brain. Wow.
Impressive. So, and not only you will get a poster, Paolo, what was inside the fanzine as well?
In the fanzine, there were also as well 4 or 5 different pins. 4, bravo.
Yeah, I have all of them too.
Oh, wait. I didn't know Martino was such into the collection.
È la memoria storica, it's historic
Exactly.
memory.
Historic memory. Show them. Get it close so we can read them. So here, Raduno, we're in love with you. Yeah. And then?
Second one.
Raduno Stomp, baby, let's go. I don't have any of this. Today Raduno, tomorrow the world. Yeah, perfect.
The last one is my favorite one.
That is a gold pin.
Yeah.
And then also there were, to make, I don't know if I can say, a little bit of confusion, in just a few of them, there were Miguel Bazetta pin.
What?
Yeah.
Then Messicano pins.
From the Lichis, yes, Messicano.
Dracula and
Trottola.
Dracula and Trottola are his cats. And then, of course, the one and only.
I didn't give any permission to this. People is gonna get in trouble now.
Copyright infringement.
And this fanzine was for sale at Raduno?
See, yeah. It was sold there, and I've been super proud because how people react with that, but above all because now they are sold out. So the first issue, so it's not the first issue because it's the third issue, because it's Punk Rock Raduno number 3, has been sold out, 300 copies.
I guess it's very expensive to realize fanzine like that, because so many different kind of papers and.
Can't. I want to be honest 100%.
You should ask it to Paolo's father.
No, but I think that for doing interesting stuff, sometimes you don't have to spend, let's say, a lot of money. You can make some tricks, buying the right paper, print in the right place, and then of course I have been helped from a couple of friends and Miguel Bazet as well to bind it, to cut it. So I think it hasn't been so expensive.
Okay.
So
because so many kind of different papers and posters on color, so I guess okay, very very good.
No, and has been sold. It was a €5 fanzine.
Oh, only? Wow, so cheap.
Yeah.
And
I remember perfectly that it was printed on 300 copies. Is that correct? 300.
Yeah.
And they sold out very quickly. It was like the second day people was asking where to find the fanzine, so it created a little bit of buzz. And still now you can see like there is people that wants to ask to reprint them. Actually, that is honestly, I was, I don't know why I don't collect stuff that are involved with me, but this is one thing that I'm really proud to own, and this is one of my dearest memories of Raduno. The moment I found this fanzine and I got it in my hands, I was like, this is not real. I never saw something like this. And that's also the moment I realized maybe I should not be involved in anything if the things comes out as good as this one, not being involved. So congratulations. I probably never thanked you enough for this one.
No, you did it. And I'm really super proud that all the people have been so happy about that. Then I have my third.
Would be cool after many edition, a casket with all the fanzine reprint will be really, really awesome.
Yes, why not?
Un cofanetto.
A box set of fanzine.
Box set.
And Canthc, do you have that fanzine or not?
No, because I wasn't there. I arrived later.
Okay.
Oh, let me check, Canthc. I write you private message because probably I have one copy.
Oh, wow.
You could put it on eBay and get rich, and then buy a lot of records at Pancroc Raduno, at Second Worst Raduno, because I'm pretty sure that there's going to be a lot of people commenting that they want that, but, Canthc deserves it.
Oh, thank you very, very much.
Sorry, Paolo, we interrupted.
No problem. So I have the third object that is a record, because in 2019 you told me that the Mean Jeans were recording a couple of songs just for Edone, and
Yes.
So you asked me to design that, and in the meantime you were asking me if I was able to make a sort of workshop to explain to people how to cut and how to fold paper. That I know that for people that are not really into that, it sounds like an easy exercise because all the people in the world has folded a piece of paper in two. But for me, that workshop, it was exactly like I will try to explain to people that people can do stuff by themselves. So really do-it-yourself production. And so it's exactly what I did for the Mean Jeans record. So the Mean Jeans record started because so it was a happy jingle for Edone and a sad jingle for Edone. And so as for me, both songs were connected to love, and love always burn. So that's why came to my mind that probably it can be a good idea to start from a pack of matches. So, but to make it more and more real, I know that on the monitor you can feel it, but you can trust me, because if you touch here, you have the grip that usually is used to make the matches fired up. And to make it more real, as you can see, probably Martino and Canthc and Franz, they have their own copy in their house. And you can clearly see that all the typeface are all different because they are all handwritten.
Let me show you.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yes,
I
because
actually didn't know.
they are not printed, but they are
handmade.
Whole
Handmade, yes.
Because for me, the meaning was exactly like I am turning on all the matches, doing this, but in the meantime, I was writing the name of the band.
That's beautiful.
How do you write the name?
With it's not a pencil. I don't know how to say in English, but is not a
box pencil, no, something like no.
Is a wax pencil. Pastelli a cera.
Oh yeah, pastelli a cera.
Wow.
Yes, and then as you can see, you have the spine with the written mean jeans, and then when you open it, as you can see, you have the mean jeans matches. And to make it a little bit more real, you can really feel the gap between the matches and the part that hold them. And another, of course, is a limited edition of 300, so they are all hand numbered. But then another interesting thing is that when I explained to Istituto Europeo di Design that I was making a workshop at Punk Rock Raduno and I was designing, let's say, this kind of record, they told me that they really would love to support all the thing, promoting the Raduno and so on. And when you open it, you have the label that it's a sort of a rip-off from Sun Records, right?
Yeah, correct.
And
Sun
then
Records.
To make a connection with the color of the matches, there is a red 7-inch, and of course, as is a sad song and happy song.
Yes, this is unreal.
No, but no, it's real because it's just a matter. I think that the solution comes always from the clients. So you just have to listen at it, listen the songs, try to be part of what they want to communicate, and then what exactly like the fanzine. Why don't we think that of course the theme need to match the theme of the song?
Yeah.
But why don't we do a record that people want to buy it, not because of the music, but because of the aesthetic part? Because
for both.
No. Yes, because for sure I'm in love with music, but for sure people that are in love with punk rock and with the Mean Jeans and Punk Rock Raduno will totally buy it. But my desire is always, I really would love that a guy that never have listening nothing like that buy this record just because of the packaging, and then start to get into that just because of that. So it's just to grab both of the audience.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is that sometimes that there are people that ask me when I can buy it, because sometimes they try to look at that on Discogs, and usually they sell it 20, 25 euros, more or less.
I'm checking just now, right now, on Discogs are only one for sale.
How many?
How
How
much?
much?
In the United States, so probably they cannot ship to Europe.
And how
And
much?
how much
this
is-
is?
Is $14, $14 plus 10 shipping.
But I think there are more copies on the punk rock on Stripe Music
Okay.
shop.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we still have some leftovers of that one, because that 7-inch has, it's kind of secret, because he never really got promoted or anything, because he basically came out as a surprise for the workshop with Yed and at Punk Rock Raduno, and then we sold it there, and we basically never distributed it. So it became really rare in some parts of the world, and it became secret in some other. And then you can still find a few copies in our merch section at punkrockraduno.com or punkrockraduno.bandcamp.com/merch. And I actually have a funny story about how they made those songs, because of course, they were not so in love with Edone to write those songs. It was a sort of joke and a sort of challenge. I put them because I guess at Punk Rock Raduno 3, the guy, the songwriter for Mean Jeans, he came with his other band called Patsy's Rats, beautiful band with his wife now, and they played Punk Rock Raduno 3. And one afternoon, this is some kind of behind the scenes stuff. The guys at Edone back in those days, they will always on Thursdays afternoons, they will always put on a barbecue in one of their houses here on the hills of Bergamo. Beautiful house. And so they will invite always one or two bands from Punk Rock Raduno that day. So not only they were not satisfied with how much they will drink at the end of their, job at Punk Rock Raduno, but they also wanted to drink in the afternoon to get ready to the party. And so they booked this barbecue, and we were there with Patsy's Rats. And I just told them something like, I need a jingle for Edone. I need something to promote Edone. Would you be up to record it? And he was like, yeah, sure. If you send me some money to record it, I will do it. And it's like, okay, tell me how much you need. And then it was like, yeah, sure. And then when they left, he wrote me a message, something like, oh, were you serious about the recording of the song? It's like, sure. So give me your PayPal address. It was like, here is the PayPal address. And then I sent him the money, which he never expected. And he told me something like, oh, shit, now I really have to write the songs. So he wrote through one sad and one good one. Because in that moment, the Mean Jeans were doing that Jingles LP.
Yes.
They just released the Jingles LP for Fat
Jingle
Track.
collections. Yes.
The Jingle collection, which is also funny because when they sent it to Fat Track, Fat Track was he told me that Fat Track was kind of not enthusiastic about it, and he told them something like, "Oh, that's really fun of you guys, but do you have a real record too to submit?" So they didn't want to release it at first, but I think it's actually one of the best Mean Jeans records. So if you want to complete that record, the 7-inch of Edone is probably your best chance. And here's the link to get it. And of course, the layout of Paolo is what makes it even more special. And we never saw that before it got released. Neither the band or us, we never saw the layout. You remember, Paolo? You showed us when it was printed in our hands. So it was a surprise for everyone.
Yes. And what else? So another is not a gadget, but I really love when you asked me to make it, are the tickets.
Yeah, I have it.
Martino has everything.
Wow.
The tickets for the raffle, so people can buy it, and then you split the ticket in two, and then they just pick a ticket, and then you win some prizes. and then it was the ticket from the worst raduno ever last year, but also I have the ticket for that we did it. That we did it for the punk rock raduno number 4.
Beautiful.
And then I found also another thing, because when I did the fanzine for the punk rock raduno number 4, of course you have the pins, and then you have also the poster, the rock and roll high school poster, but there were a very, very limited edition pins that has been done without asking the bands. There is a pin that is a split, the Rose and the Senza Benza. And I don't know how many of these I did it, probably 10 or probably 20, that totally randomly has been placed inside of the fanzine. That's
beautiful.
And but this time, instead of printing in my father's office, we printed, let's say, somewhere else. And let's say that basically the concept was exactly the same. So we have the flap with the old Fancy Division posters that gently has been given to us by Compulsive Archive.
Yeah, correct.
And some part from Speed Demon fanzine. And then it's not a comic, but you have a part with all the, I don't know if I can, the supporters, but probably my favorite part is you know that sometimes in the fanzine you can find advertising, of course, of distros, bands, and this is really weird because Berto has been a punk rock hero during the 90s, playing in these bands called Bella Lee, and now Berto work in a furniture place that he owns in Meda, that is a place in Brianza, and he asked me to design, let's say, a huge advertising inside of the fanzine, and 7 design pieces, 7 punk rockers, 7 songs that drive us wild. Because when he design furnitures, he always gives names of punk rockers, or let's say characters that has been involved during the punk rock scenes. And so, as you can see, on this side you have this sofa that is called DD, and then on the other side you have the record from whom he has been inspired. And then of course you have CJ, and then you have the Bikini Kill, the Cro-Mags, and then you have Marky, and you have Joy. And so, like, let's make an advertising page so that people can really look at it, because they have a specific reference to what people that come at Punk Rock Raduno are all in love. And so probably because of that can have a different look of the sofas that Berto is designing. And then at the very, 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 very end, another wonderful poster from Martino's collection, because at that time, I can't remember, it was 20 or 25 years.
No, 40.
40, bravo.
Yeah.
Giusto.
The time was on fully color, the poster.
Yeah.
Well, oh yeah. The crazy thing is how many crazy stories we can say about, remembering these moments, because, not only we had a sponsor from a sofa maker and a big sofa company, but also the owner is an old punk rocker that we all knew, and he was partying at the festival, and he named some really beautiful and expensive sofas with the names of punk rockers. And actually, he donated one for the days of Punk Rock Raduno, and that's the sofa where everyone took pictures in the photo booth. And also there was one sofa, a small one, that was a prize from the raffle, and a couple from Germany won it, and they had to take it back to Germany.
It's not easy.
And they found a way. They actually showed up to a show like a couple months after I was on tour, I guess, with Radioactivity, and they showed up and they told me, "Oh, we are really enjoying our sofa from Italy that we got back from Punk Rock Raduno." So, that's another reason why you should go to Punk Rock Raduno. You could go there and then bring back a sofa from Italy.
Okay. So come to Punk Rock Raduno with a really, really big car or a van.
Exactly. If you need furniture, and if you're moving, or if you need to, not only you will get maybe a lover, not only you will get tons of records, not only you will get tons of Ramones memorabilia, you can also bring back furniture probably. And I have another curiosity about this fanzine, which is, are you gonna make another one in the not this year, because we know that Pogo Zine is gonna do a special edition, a small fanzine for Second Worst Raduno. Paolo, are you gonna give us another one of these beautiful fanzines for the next
Paolo
Raduno 5?
Yes,
Paolo
yes.
is also involved in Pogo Zine.
Oh yeah, of course. He's also involved in that one, so he cannot escape. He has to work anyway.
Yes, I really would love totally to design a new one. And you know that when we are talking about Punk Rock Raduno, is always about to try to include all the people without any borders. And what I have started to do, like a super I don't know, raw test, but I don't know if I can make it, is to make a fanzine that is made up of just colored paper, and
it's beautiful.
to make a sort of rainbow, and let's try to print it just in black on the color paper, to be very, very, very old school, but because of the colors, to have a connection to the old colored punk flyers, and also to have a connection with the rainbow flags.
Beautiful.
And so I started making that. I don't know if I will be able to exactly do it, but
it's a good challenge.
It's a great challenge, yes.
And then,
only you can do it.
I will try. And then last year I have, because I have always in my mind some objects that I really would love to produce for someone, and nobody's asked me. So I have a sort of, I don't know, wish list of stuff that I really would love to do. And last year I've been super proud to do this.
Oh yes.
Frisbee.
Yes.
I never did any frisbee for anyone, and so when you asked me, Franz, why don't we do a gadget for summer that can be related to the Punk Rock Raduno, of course I grab my list and I say, okay, this time frisbee can be exactly the thing to be done for the Raduno. And so that's why this idea came out.
And these will be available at the Second Worst Raduno and to the next Punk Rock Raduno too, because they are Punk Rock Raduno 5 like frisbees, so they they don't expire this year, but they will be perfect for this year and next year, and they were perfect from last year because we played all summer long at Dedonè with those frisbees.
I can see, Paolo, your dog is not interested in those frisbee because they are without bites.
No. My dog has a a dog frisbee.
Okay.
But when he plays a lot, but not with this one. And I have the very, 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 very last gadget because what I really hope is that probably there will be, or there is a new generation of super, super, super young babies that can fall in love into punk rock. Of course, because of the brother, the sisters, and the families. And so we have decided to design this. That is
Yes.
let's say a rip-off from, of course, the Ramones logo, but instead of having I don't know how to say in English, aquila,
Eagle.
Giusto, eagle. You have un pulcino, a small chicken, a small eagle.
A baby chicken.
A baby chicken, is exactly. And so that's why, okay, why don't we do something for babies? And so this is
Depla says, I need to make a baby to have him wear it. That's exactly what my brother did. Bruno did it, so Vittoria could wear it, and she looks amazing with that. With that vest. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And actually, there are more and more kids at Punk Rock Raduno, not only, babies, but young kids, and they wear, I see them sometimes in the city. Like I could find like random kids walking down the street with the Punk Rock Raduno t-shirt, like the Punk Rock Raduno before you t-shirt. And that makes me really proud. And actually, there is this kid playing his father is a solo artist and he plays songs for kids, and he helped him out doing the drums, and he always makes me really proud that he always wear the Punk Rock Raduno before you t-shirt when he goes to play live with his father. So that is really cool. He should play one day. I told him that one day he's gonna be the artist at Punk Rock Raduno. So. And also the kids of Martino, where all the time, like,
Can I show you, Mikey?
Oh, wait.
Sorry. It's wearing this t-shirt. Sorry for. No.
So people is really enthusiastic about all this. Like we got first of all, if you have questions for Paolo, please add them in the comment. And I must also say that I think this fanzine, the latest one, the one from Punk Rock Raduno 4, we learned the lesson, so we printed a shitload of more compared to the first time, because we knew that people wanted it. So we still have some in our web store, and we still have some Mean Jeans ones, and we still have some other merchandise. Actually, this thing is working because I saw a comment before that while we were talking about the Mean Jeans 7-inch, let's see, someone bought it. So he said, they just ordered Depla. I think he just bought the 7-inch. So thank you so much for buying it. And Athena says that he's gonna buy it as soon as she gets payday here. And Depla said that he just placed an order. So thank you so much. Canthc, do you have another question for Paolo? What are you curious about?
I was thinking about the width of 7 inches of Mean Jeans that many years ago, maybe more band was releasing their own matches. Now most people fortunately stop to smoke, but it's a very, very cool gadget, the matches from the band. Have you ever did some matches from some band?
No, I was thinking about that, but I never did it.
Will be cool.
On your wish list?
Matches from Punk Rock Raduno will be very, very cool.
Yes. I have because before, I don't know if as a Canthc you were not here at the beginning with me. It was here with me this performer that is called Aurora Borealo. And let's say that with him I did a lot of stuff that I didn't do it before, because let's say he's very open-minded and kind of crazy, so we have a super good feeling.
Exactly on the line that separates craziness from open-mindedness. There is a short line.
Really, really short. Probably time will tell where his craziness will.
No, but there is one in particular that every time I think about it, I think is probably, I mean, honestly, I think that is a really, really smart creation. Can we say what he did? Because it's actually not legal, like that gadget. But can you explain which gadget you did when he played at this really famous festival in Milan that you created for our
What you did is not legal.
No, it's not a drug. It's not a drug.
No, it's not drug, but it's illegal. I'm sure that he will go to hell and to jail for many different reasons, but not for this that I'm telling you right now. Because you know that in Italy there is this festival that is called Miami Festival that has a huge problem: where to park. So it's always crazy. It's not like Punk Rock Raduno that you can park everywhere, exactly wherever you want. It's very crazy. So I thought, why don't we do fake multe fare? No.
Wow.
The tickets from police. The
Yes.
fine.
Why
The
don't
fines.
we do a fake ticket, a fine, so people can just take them, write, place it on the car, and park wherever you want. So I did 20 of them, and he told me, no, I don't want to go to jail. No, I can't use it. But I told me, but if you don't have to sell it, you can just give as a present to your best friends so they can do whatever they want. They can park in the middle of the street and with a ticket of 1 million euros, and the cars can stay there.
Exactly.
And he told me, go.
Because we can explain that, of course, everywhere, I guess, if you get a ticket or a fine from a police, then, you are most likely not getting another one. So because the policeman said, like, oh, there is already a fine there, I'm not giving another one.
But I think in every city the tickets are different, so police officer can recognize if he is or not a ticket.
No, but it was a ticket from the Comune di Milano.
Wow! Really smart.
It was an exact replica with the same paper. I mean, it's not that he just printed a ticket. He replicated perfectly, just like, you will replicate money. He did it exactly with the same paper and everything. And the signature was by Aurora Borealo, I guess, by the artist, yeah.
You have to do a local version for every city with every different part, every different city. If you do a San Mauro Pascoli edition, I will buy it because I live in San Mauro Pascoli Comune.
I have an idea for merch, Paolo, connected to this. I always wondered why, I don't know the name in English, the circle with the hour, the little clock that you put on your car, to show what time you parked in a place. I don't know. Disco Rario. I don't know. We call it the hour disc in the car. Like, why no one ever produced one that has a little clock in it? So you just
they do it in Naples. It's available. I was in Naples a few days ago and I saw that. So,
like a white T-shirt, like a white T-shirt with a black stripe as a safety belt,
Oh yes,
a white T-shirt with a black stripe.
With the fake safety belt. Yeah, those are really cool ideas for band merchandise. Yeah, for tour managers. That's beautiful. Can you? What are you working now, Paul? Like, do you have ideas for, the next Raduno, or ideas in general for merchandise that you can reveal, or something? Some hint.
Yes. Let's say that I'm always working, let's say, on something. Always. I don't know what I can say, Franz.
No, we have a big surprise for this second worst raduno, but this surprise we cannot reveal, and this surprise was made by these two geniuses here, and it's really something that is gonna blow your mind. I mean, honestly, if I can be honest, everything we spoke about tonight was genius. And now we cross the line of craziness, because what we are gonna do the second worst raduno this year is gonna be. I mean, honestly, until I saw that was possible, I thought it was a joke. So when they contacted me to do that, I thought like this is impossible. They are just fooling me. But yes, get ready for a really special surprise, and I'm sure Paolo is gonna take the chance to do something even more crazy with that tool, with that opportunity. So I'm really looking forward. And we should also say that if you cannot come and attend the second worst raduno in Bergamo, we are gonna stream the full second worst raduno on this Twitch channel, and we are gonna have someone presenting the whole thing in English with a better English than all of us together, which is Kurt Baker, which is coming from Portland, Maine. He's flying in from Madrid, Spain, just to present and host the second worst raduno. And soon we are going to announce new bands. And yes, I really can't. I don't know about you guys, but it's 7 weeks from now. We still have a lot of work to do, but I really cannot wait to see you all there. Maybe. No?
Yeah, of course.
So, any other question for Paolo? Let's see here. Oh, thank you so much. No, not my English is not great. Sorry.
Paolo, what did you eat lunch today?
Today,
Yes, it's my question.
a beautiful caffè latte.
Wow.
On lunch.
Sì.
Wow.
Yeah, what Athena is asking, let's say like we didn't announce so many bands on this next raduno, but which band would you like to see in one of the next raduno? Like which one, if you could pick and choose, which one will be, and which gadget you will create for them? So you have to name a band and also imagine a gadget you will create for them.
Sì. So I really would love to see a new band that have people from Antares involved.
Wow.
That are called Comet.
Comet, really nice.
Oh yes, they're really cool.
And probably, I don't know if it's the exactly meaning of comet, but if comet exactly like the star,
yes,
that has a sort of tail, probably I really would love to do something that glow in the dark, or I don't know, something that you place on your iPhone or phone and then project a comet on the wall. In the meantime, you are in a room that it's totally dark or something like that. Because the record is amazing, so I really would love to see them live, and also I really would love to ask them if I can produce a gadget for them.
Yes, a really great record. We talked about that in an episode I recently did with some guys from band from Bologna, even from Classe Criminale, and wow, we really enjoyed Comet. Really nice record.
And you can't. Which band you would love to see, and which gadget you would love to collect?
Okay, so let's talk about recent band that just did a release, and I just bought this super record. Is 10 inches from our friend Flamingo Records. It is a new series with cover serigrafata. Non so.
Seal screened.
Screened cover, and is a new edition for Punk Rock Raduno. And for me, it's a really, really nice band. And I would advise this record. Is more in a mood like if you like Jawbreaker, probably you will love this band. They are from Italy. This record was released something like the last month, and is my advice. And for Minus Zero, wow, I can be not original, but I'm a t-shirt collector and I have the record and not the Minus Zero t-shirt. So I really need a t-shirt from this band. So a Minus Zero t-shirt. This is my band and I'd like to have a t-shirt.
Ah, cool. But before going to Martino's choice, Canthc, I have a question for you. Which is the best gadget that you have in your collection? Because wait, moment. Because I bought many years ago on eBay. I don't know how to say in English, but you know the thing that usually you use to kill the mosquitoes. I don't know how to say. In Italian is schiacciamosche. So schiacciamosche. But on the top, instead of having the square, they have a heart because it was a Scacciamosche from Mr. T Experience from Love is Dead. Wow. And that was for me the best gadget that I bought it in my life ever. And what about you?
Wow, really difficult to say. I have to think about because I really into t-shirt and not so many into gadget. But you have to think, for sure are these not these horn by Less Than Jake. This is, I don't like. Sometimes I use it during the live when there is a good moment. Wow, really? Probably one I'm really love, and I wear like portafortuna, come si dice?
Lucky star, like lucky item.
Is this adolescent watch made after Steve Soto dead, and I really love this watch, and I only wear during the live. And yes, this is a normal item, but I really love this watch, and for me, bring me luck. So. I can say this watch, but probably in 10 minutes I give you another answer.
Another answer.
Yeah.
And Martino, which band do you want to see?
About the band, I really don't know. I prefer inspired about guys more expert than me, like Ant. But if you want to know a gadget merch that I would like to have, for the next Raduno is a hand fan, ventaglio fan, or a big towel, because in July in Bergamo is very hot, and working for all days long was so hard. And a fan would help me.
Sorry guys, I missed you because I was stupid. I connected the computer to the electricity, to the plug, but I didn't connect it properly. So, my computer died suddenly. But luckily I had a second computer running the whole stream, so we didn't went off online. Yeah. So
yeah.
This is the lesson, because you should know that Canthc taught me everything about live stream. So the reason why there is a Punk Rock Raduno Twitch channel existing is because of Canthc. So it's my chance to say, So I missed your. Which band did you choose, Paolo? Which band did you wanted?
I really would love to see Comet, because.
Oh yeah, Comet. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying, and you can't.
This record I bought last week, Minus Zero. I'm really listening. It's an Italian band, and they come with Flamingo Records. So I really advise this record. For fun,
Beautiful.
for jawbreaker fun.
Beautiful. That's a good suggestion. Yeah, Comet is great too as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
We are lucky because we have a bunch of new cool bands, and yeah, we and Punk Rock Raduno must be the home for the
Yes.
new bands into punk rock, old and new, and it must be also home. And I'm really proud to say that of art and do-it-yourself art, and of course. Paolo, with his open mind and with his creative mind and his, constant creating and constant pushing the limit of what you can do is really a good example of it. I really dream the day that you will create a Hawaiian shirt of Raduno, so we can sell the Hawaiian shirt, and that will be full circle for Raduno. So one day we will do it, Paolo, don't you think?
I hope so. But I think that it's not so impossible to do it. It's just a matter of finding the right way to do it.
Yeah.
No, because the thing is that it's so easy. If you have all the money in the world, you can do whatever you want. But it's so easy. I think that the best is to try to do something that works fine. Let's say with a budget that it's the right one for let's say for the client. So
Yeah.
it can be also something that is affordable, because for me it doesn't make sense when people design something that costs I don't know, 400 euros for whatever, and people will never buy it, because it's not a dream. It's just something that it's not affordable. So
Okay. Yes.
we will totally manage it on how to do a Hawaiian shirt.
What's a question for Franz? Your favorite item for a pattern in a Hawaiian t-shirt, like a palm trees or leaves or sea,
Banana.
or flamingo?
Well, I'm really big fan of palm trees and flowers in general, so I buy those. But one day, well, first of all, all this Hawaiian shirt mania has been caused by Andrea. He's the one, and he really cares about me saying that, because he was the one wearing them for many years and no one cared. And then suddenly, few of us started to follow him. I remember I bought one in a local store here, and so I can start wearing it, and someone was saying like, "Oh,
Like a vintage one?
Yeah, a vintage one." And someone I remember told me something like, "Oh, you don't look so boring with that one on. You always look like you're on holiday." So I started thinking like, maybe I should wear it, And a lot of people keep reminding, it seems like it's one of those items that show you, that suddenly you wear them and suddenly you have a cooler personality for some people. So I just said like, okay, I'm having fun, and it's more fun because kids look at you and point at you and stuff like that. But so after all this craze, I went to London to my friend Christian, and he's always really funny. So he told me, I have something for you. Finally, I have a shirt that is gonna beat the ass of your shirts. And he had this Hawaiian shirt with dinosaurs and volcanoes.
Wow.
The pattern was made of different dinosaurs and volcanoes, and that was really impressive. Really, really impressive. So I must say, volcanoes and dinosaurs pattern.
I can't wait to see the pattern that Paolo will do for Punk Rock Raduno. I can even imagine how cool will be.
Grazie.
So guys, this was supposed to be like half an hour. Yeah, we keep it short, and I didn't had dinner yet. I came from training, and but it was so much fun. We have to do it again because there is so much more to talk about the art of Paolo and the art of also other artists that are working not working, like they are donating their heart to Punk Rock Raduno. So we have to do it again. But by this time, I want really so much to thank Martino and Canthc for being the professor of merchandise. That was really, and to be the professor of Twitch, because you came and you started with the best questions. It's like you were on top of the game, and we can see. And please subscribe to his channel. which is in Italian, but you can enjoy twitch.tv/CanthC. And as a
I just
professional,
wrote a comment.
yeah, perfect. Here it is.
This is the
So
channel.
just subscribe, even if you don't understand Italian, subscribe so you can help him. And Paolo, what can I say? Thank you so much for existing.
Atina, so long and thanks for all the shoes.
Cool. So guys, again, thank you so much. More news tomorrow. And have a good night and good bless punk rock and art and do it yourself and Paolo Proserpio and
Let's go
Aurora
to dinner.
Borealo. And let's go to dinner and let us know if Aurora Borealo, if his phone call was successful, because he had a really important phone call.
He's still on the phone in the other room.
Wow.
Oh, in your wardrobe?
Kind of.
Okay. Finger crossed for him. Good night,
Ciao.
guys.
Ciao.
Bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.